and yet we go ahead, painting the roses red.
Hi YouTube, this is Raven. I'm a survivor of a 16-year marriage to a covert narcissist and someone I believe has borderline personality disorder. However, my ex-husband has not been officially diagnosed by a mental health care professional with NPD or BPD. This is simply my opinion based on observations of his behavior over a 16-year period. Now, if you've been in a relationship with a narcissist or someone with a personality disorder, sometimes you feel like Alice in Wonderland. You feel like you've fallen down the rabbit hole because things don't make sense. And it seems like they don't have the same logic that people without a personality disorder have. A good example of this is that I have a narcissistic acquaintance. And, most people, if your car's running out of gas, and you realize, oh my God, the car's about to run out of gas, you start looking for, a gas station. But she will drive 30, 40, 50 miles out of her way to go to a gas station that has gas that's 1 cent cheaper on the gallon and risk running out of gas. And this happened to her about a year ago. This happened to her where, she went on the interstate another 50 miles because she was going to stop at that gas station where it was 1 cent cheaper on the gallon. And she had to have people push her vehicle up the exit ramp, to get to the gas station because she ran out of gas. And she was doing this basically to save 20 cents because, her tank can only hold 20 gallons and it's 1 cent on the gallon cheaper. But, that's narc logic. That's not normal person logic. And it's the same way with my ex-husband. And, if you were in a relationship with him or you still are, there's so much gaslighting that goes on. There's so much reframing of events that a lot of times, you feel, like I said, you feel like Alice in Wonderland, like you've fallen down the rabbit hole and down is up is down, left is right is left, and the sky is green. Because, their logic doesn't make any sense, but it's because we don't have the full picture. We're trying to put a puzzle together without, the picture that's on the box. We don't have the full, whatever they're doing is logical to them, but it's not logical to us. It's narc logic. And over the past couple weeks, I've been trying to figure out what's going on. I had made a lot of my videos private because I don't know if he's trying to take me back to court again or what it is, but he's ramped up the drama. And it doesn't make any sense. It's not logical because he's creating drama where drama doesn't need to exist, where there is no drama. And I don't know if he's doing this because he's addicted to drama, like a lot of narcissists, and he needs supply. I don't know. But I'm going to read some emails that I've gotten recently. Some more emails that he sent me. And, maybe you can figure out, narc logic. Maybe you can figure out, what's going on. But a couple weeks ago, I took the kids to the dentist. Now, I do all of the dental appointments, doctor's appointments, piano lessons, psychiatrist appointments for my son, therapy appointments, everything. I do everything. I don't ask the narc to take them to any of these appointments because I know it's going to start an argument. He's going to say, that he shouldn't have to do that, that you're the parent who has them 5 days out of the week, so you should handle these things. So I just don't argue anymore. I just do it. I do it because I'm their mom, and someone's got to take them to the doctor to get their flu shots. Someone's got to take them to their dentist appointment to get cavities filled, so I do it. But, I'm in nursing school, so, and I work, so I only have certain times that I can do these things. And so 2 weeks ago, I took them to the dentist, and the children go to the same dentist that they went to while we were married. And so the dentist is 45 minutes away. It's like five miles from his condo. So a lot of times I will schedule things like dentist appointments and doctor's appointments on Friday afternoons when he's going to pick up the kids anyways. And so then, I'll have him come to the doctor's office or wherever to pick the kids up at the time he's supposed to pick the kids up. And it saves him a lot of driving. It saves him driving in rush hour traffic. And, in the past, he's done that and he's had no problem with, picking them up from the dentist office. Well, 2 weeks ago, he refused to pick them up from the dentist office. He was going to drive all the way down here in rush hour traffic even though I told him they're at the dentist, they won't be back home until 6 o'clock. And he's like, fine, I will drive down there and pick them up at 6 o'clock. And it made no sense to me. It made no sense why he wanted to do all that driving. But so Friday, I had another appointment that I had to do. I needed to get my car serviced. And of course, the dealership is 4 miles from where he lives. And so I figured, okay, I'll schedule, schedule to drop off my car. My mom was going to go with me. She was going to drive behind me and drop off the car to get fixed because it was going to a 5-hour repair. So I was going to leave it overnight and then pick it up the next day, yesterday on Saturday. So I scheduled the appointment and I sent him an email because, I'm saving him driving because otherwise he has to drive 30 to 40 minutes in rush hour traffic to come down here to pick the kids up at the church that's a mile from my house, and then drive another 30 to 40 miles back, for 30 to 40 minutes back in rush hour traffic. So I'm saving him, almost over an hour of driving on a Friday afternoon in rush hour traffic. So I figured, he wouldn't have a problem with picking up the kids. So I sent him this email. I said, I will be at the Kia dealership on Friday at 4:30. Do you want to pick up the kids there? Otherwise, if you want to pick them up at the church, I will not be back until 5:30 or 6 o'clock. Let me know what you want to do. He sends me back this email. He says, well, I can pick the kids up early from the church. So I sent him another email back. I say, well, I'm leaving for the dealership at 3:30 when our daughter gets off the bus because I need to drop the car off for maintenance. Unless you can pick them up at 3:30 at the church, you'll have to pick them up at the Kia dealership or later when I get back. So then he sends me back another email because, I can't, 3:30 would be like the earliest, the latest that I could drop the kids off that day because my daughter doesn't even get off the bus until like 3:25. So he sends me back this long email. Here we go. We are supposed to pick up and drop off at the church per our parenting agreement. This is the second weekend of mine in a row that you've scheduled an appointment that directly conflicts with my pickup time. Now remember, he's talking about the 2 weeks ago where the kids were at the dentist office that's like 4 to 5 miles from where he lives. And, I was going to let him pick the kids up at 4:30, the regular pickup time, just saving him an hour's worth of driving. Okay. We're supposed to pick up and drop off at the church per our parenting agreement. This is the second weekend of mine in a row that you've scheduled an appointment that directly conflicts with my pickup time. I always try to accommodate your requests in schedule changes, but I too have schedules and obligations, and I have built my day around the 4:30 pickup tomorrow. I'm sorry that you continuously poorly schedule your errands to conflict with your parenting obligations. I'm happy to pick up the kids up early at the church or pick them up at school, ... Otherwise, I can pick them up at the normal time. And so I'm trying to get through to him that I'm not going to be at the pickup point at the normal time. I'm going to be 4 miles from his condo at the pickup time. So then I respond, I just thought you picking them up at the dealership saves you a bunch of driving, but whatever. Let me know what you want to do. I thought I was doing you a favor by having the kids so close to your condo at pickup time, but it's your choice. So then he sends me back this, Raven. Now, when he says my name, I know he's mad. Raven. A favor is a kind or helpful act that you do for someone with selflessness. ... I don't consider your having your car fixed near my condo a favor to me. As I offered previously, parentheses, i.e., me letting you know what I'd like to do, close parentheses, I can pick them up early or pick them up at school. Whichever of those options is most workable, I am fine with. Well, he can't pick the kids up from school because you have to send a note into the teacher because normally they're bus riders. So to pick them up from school, you have to send a note in the morning with the kids so that they know to put them in the car line. He doesn't even know this because he never picks the kids up from school. So then I come back and I say, I already said you can pick them up at 3:30. If you want to pick them up later, I can take them to Dairy Queen, like our usual Friday snack, and you can pick them up there at 3:45. You know, because I'm trying to accommodate him now. You know, if 3:30 is too early for him to drive all the way down here in rush hour traffic, that maybe, you know, I'll move it to 3:45 and I can still get to the dealership on time. And then he comes back and says, and I already said, I am happy to pick the kids up early. I will be at the church at 3:30. So then I send him back, okay, I'll see you at 3:30 at the church. Have a great evening. Smiley face. Now, they don't have emoticons or emojis in our email program that we use, so I put, you know, the 2 dots in the parentheses to look like a smiley face. So, you know, I didn't get a message back from him. So at 3:30, you know, I pull up to the church, and my mom is behind me in her car because, you know, we're going to the dealership to drop off the car. And he has this look on his face. He's sitting in his car like, huh? Like, what the hell is she doing here? I mean, that was the look on his face, like, what the hell is she doing here? And, you know, he said nothing to me. I mean, he gets out of the car. He's all mad. The kids go to his car. I'm like, bye, kids. Love you. Have a great weekend. Love you, Mom. Bye. You know, and they get in the car. And he gets in the car. He gets in the car. And he sits there. You know, kind of doing this. I hope he felt stupid. I hope he finally realized that I was taking my car to the dealership 4 miles from his house. I was trying to save him some driving time, that there was no ulterior motive to that except that, hey, it's convenient. It's 4 miles from your house. You know, I hope that's what he thought, because then I pulled out of the church. My mom pulls out of the church. He pulls out behind us because we're all going to the same freaking place. Like, narc logic. It's logic. I don't understand why he's so upset that I was doing him a favor. Well, you know, and in the past, he's had no problem with this. He's had no problem picking the kids up from, like, you know, if I went to Target to buy them, you know, winter clothes or summer clothes. He's had no problem picking them up at the doctor's office, you know, when I took the kids for their checkups or flu shots or whatever. But as of late, this is what he's doing. He's mad. Any little email I send him about, you know, the kids had their eye doctor appointment or whatever it is, he gets mad. I don't know, you know, what's going on in his life that's making him cause drama. But, I mean, it's narc logic. So, I mean, if you have any idea what's going on, let me know. Because I don't understand why anyone would want to drive an hour in rush hour traffic to pick up their kids when someone is offering to drop them off in a public place, you know, 4 miles from where they live. Narc logic. It'll drive you crazy trying to figure it out. Well, that's all for now. Be vigilant, be safe, take care.